Good morning. It is Monday, the 25th of February. I don't know maybe Flosstube number 6, might be. I didn't make one last week because you know what? I fell off the wagon. I had no stitchy bug. I made 9 stitches in the whole week. And that happens to be on my linen and threads sale 2017, because that's just fitting for me because there's birds. So somewhere there I kind of made 9 stitches, and that was all for that week. It was a bad week last week. I was sad and had a lot of anxiety, and it was just the baddest of baddest week in a long time. I'm glad it's over. Really glad it's over, of course, because that's no fun. So I didn't do any of the challenges in magical stitches. But then Monday came and the stitchy bug came back, and I've done all the homework for magical stitches. That's good. So what next? I have a finish. And this I used in the magical stitches too. I did a 4 feet on skeleton because I don't have any skeletons, and I could have just choose any animal or person because we have skeletons inside, but I just decided to make a 4 feet. 4 feet. If I pronounce that wrong, tell me. So I finished my March. Ooh, washed out. This is the best place, and things really get washed out here. Anyway, the changes in this one is the storch, of course. It's a crane now, and the crane looks like the ones that come to Sweden, and we have a place called Hornborgasjön. It's a lake, and every year there's like thousands of cranes coming in March. It's a really big thing, and a lot of people go watching it and filming it. It's cool, really cool. So that became a crane. I changed some colors in the flowers, and yeah, that was it, I think. So that's gonna be in my frame soon, because it's March soon. That was the finish, and that was the 4 feet for skeleton, and I did 734 stitches because I just finished it and then I counted. So then I did number 2 was water, and at the beginning I thought I would have to 4 feet this one too, because I really don't have a lot of projects with water or anything like that. And let's forget me not my heaven and earth, and I could show you if you haven't seen it before. It is this one. It's not that big, it's a mini. I should be able to finish that this year. And did 200 and something stitches, and wait for it, here we have it. And I made a mistake here, so I had to fudge it. That works. It's not that big of a deal on this one, and it's only the greens here. And then this was 33.64. I thought I didn't have that one. I was fairly sure that I bought it, and then I had to search and I didn't find it, and then I picked up the Raven Queen and there it was. So this is a plan for this week. So then we had 3 was a restart, and I didn't really feel for the Lennon. Let's see if I have that one too. That's I've restarted that one like 3 times. And here it's the Lennon Claire. You've seen it before. I didn't feel like it, so I forfeit that one too, and continued on my father's love. And I actually have the beginning of a face. That's gonna make it more fun. But there is a mistake somewhere up here. I'm not gonna frog this, so I just started from the down to the top like this. And I'm trying to work my way up and fudge it, because I'm not gonna rip this one. And now it's a bit in a quarantine, because that bummed me out. Really. So I did 516 stitches on that one, which is good progress for a project that I don't love, or don't even like it nowadays. I don't love it. So, and the 4th one was a weapon. And I kind of had a story for this one. But I saw someone else doing that too. And the Raven Queen is, you've seen it, it's Miravilla, like this. This is the Raven Queen, beautiful. And there's crows in this one. And my explanation for that is that she has really trained her crows, which is possible. They're really easy to learn. They have whatever. And she uses them as a weapon, because she's evil, right? So I did 210 stitches of this one. Shaking. Yeah. And you're not gonna see the whole thing because I moved it on the Q-snap. I did the rest of her shirt in the specialty thread, which is a water lilies, and I don't remember the number for it. I don't think I have it either. Yeah, I do. 197 monsoon. I really enjoyed to stitch with these flosses, actually. They're lovely to stitch with. You can't really see, but it's really, yeah, it's kind of true to color. I love this. It's so smooth, it's easy to stitch with. The result is so beautiful. So that's what I'm using right now. And then I'm going to shape her boobs, because I'm gonna change them like Evergreen Needle did. She has a Flosstube, but I haven't seen a new video in like 6 months. So I don't know. She moved to Italy and then kind of nothing, which is sad because I loved her videos. So my radiator, I did some hair because I'm going to change her boobies, because yeah, women have different sizes, but that asymmetrical don't really work for me, and I'm going to admit a row here with a monsoon, and there's some monsoon in her chest area that I don't want. I'm just gonna like fill out a bit so it's more symmetrical. And this project hasn't had that much love lately, so I need to get starting on that one again. And let me show you where I'm going to adjust. You see here, her chest line is really uneven. Her boobs are really, are you allowed to say boobs? Her female part on her chest is really uneven, and I don't like that. So I'm just gonna do both like that, and then I'm going to adjust a bit on her sides here. That's the only change I'm going to make, I think. So I'm soon be able to start the 1/1 skin, and I'm looking forward to it. Really forward to it. I guess I'm the only one, because I never heard anyone say that before. So that was my whips for this week. A lot of magical stitches. Actually, only magical stitches. So I finished all my homework on Saturday, and I knitted because it's cold here. My boyfriend wants his socks, so I had to get kicking, and I did it. Actually, on Saturday evening and Sunday morning. And let's see, size 43, they're huge, takes a while to knit. Here is one, and the other one is the same. And Jessie Marie mentioned that she had a hard time with the heel on one of her socks. So I told her that I would show how I do mine, and I do a wrap and turn heel. Really simple. Really, really simple. And it's okay. There is YouTube with videos, but basically I do one of these patches first, and I knit, wrap one and lift it, knit, wrap one and lift it, and then I go back, and the stitch before the last wrapped one gets wrapped and knitted. And then when I go back, I usually do this part as wide as this part, because I do that for the toe also. Anyway, and then when you go back, you knit the wrapped stitch, wrap the next stitch, so it's two wraps on the same stitch, knit, that's the same, knit, stitch the stitch with the two wraps, wrap one, lift. Easy heel, you don't really have to think about it, no picking up stitches. Good. And for 3, big one, and my radiator. So those are finished, and it's not that fun to anchor striped socks in that size. So That took about 1.5 hours. Mm. And I actually have a special way to anchor my threads too. Let's see. I actually sew in my knitting. It's called not the Kitchener stitch. I don't know. So I sew the same way as the threads go. A bit there and maybe 3 stitches back. It's a good way to fasten your threads. Really, really, really good. You can hardly see it that you did it. I like it. So then, now it's knitting. If you don't like that, just fast forward. Then I wanted to have another easy stitching project, and I'm a bit tired about socks. I picked the yarn for my next pair of socks. It's gonna be from me. Maybe I'll start them and have them too. I don't really know. And I have a whole IKEA Malm thing to have my yarn in. And let me tell you, it's like packed, jam-packed, and it's a 6 drawer, so it's the big one, and it's jam-packed, every single one of them. So I just went down and picked a couple of yarns, and then I started a scarf, and it's so easy. It's really easy. It's a free pattern. I think it's called Asymmetrical Scarf, and it's on Ravelry. Ravelry is a really good tip for those who knit. A lot of patterns and a lot of free ones too. So this is my start, and I started this last night. And it's kind of, you knit it, whoops, this is making too much sound. And now you're gonna see my needles on the front, but never mind. You're kind of knitting it in the diagonal, and you increase 1 stitch every row, and then you just knit until it's as big as you want to. So this is going to be the middle and the front. It's a really easy pattern, easy to remember, and maybe the first rows wasn't that easy, because then you have to remember 2 things, the increase and the decrease, and the pattern, because you can see it's lace, but you really get a hang of it pretty fast. And this is the other side. It's gonna be like this. And I have a lot of this yarn because it's a sock yarn. I was in a club a couple of years ago where you got hand-dyed merino wool and a sock pattern. I think it was once a month. Well, yeah. And I have a lot of yarn left for that because the socks pattern wasn't that intricate. So that's my new TV knitting. And yeah, the rest of it. And if that isn't enough to get it big enough, I just picked another one. So we'll see. It's really fun though. That was my knitting. I haven't been knitting anything on my Lusa kofta. I was supposed to do an hour a day, I think, but I haven't. And I don't know why. Maybe because I can't really watch TV or in a series, or not even an audiobook, because you need to be focused on the pattern. So it's not that fun maybe. And I can't do 2 things at once. And that's my thing. Multitasking, it's called. So that was my knitting. And I thought, since I read a lot of books. Maybe I should just tell you, because maybe you haven't heard of them. I was supposed to listen to Harry Potter 1 and 2, and I haven't done that because, I don't know, I couldn't fall asleep. It's too much, too good. Yeah, so much better than the movies. So I haven't. I should, but I haven't. And then I told you that last time, I think. And right now I'm reading a book that's called Behind Closed Doors. Bakom stängda dörrar in Swedish. Let's see, I have it on my phone, so I have to search so you can see the cover, because you don't really know. And maybe this is just the cover for the English book. Sometimes they change for the Swedish. No. Bakom stängda. Or I'm just gonna search in English, right? Behind closed doors. Here you go. It's written by B.A. Paris. No, I didn't want that. I want to see it, please. Yeah. Show in the shop. It is this one. And that one is really, really good. It's about a couple, and you don't really know. You know that the woman is really controlled in the beginning, and then you get to know the story behind it, why that happened, and how she ended up in a situation where she really can't get loose. Really good, really, really good. I really think that you should listen or read that one if you're into those things, and I am, because I really like psychological thrillers. Yeah, so that was a good one. Actually listened a lot on that one. So that was books. I am a serious junkie of watching series. Serious series, yeah. So I watch about almost everything. I don't like comedies or drama, or maybe one of the dramas, I don't know. I like criminal and zombies and supernatural and sci-fi. That's my thing. So I started to watch The Passage. Oh, good. And then I've been watching, it's about, they make zombies, literally. Yeah, they make zombies. Then I watched 2 episodes of The Walking Dead, one of my favorites. It's really good, so good. Then I watched Elementary. That's like a laid back, you don't have to watch all the episodes, you get it anyway. It's crime, and it's about Holmes, Sherlock Holmes and Watson, but a really new take on it. Watson is a woman. Yep. So it's it's made in the present day, not in Sherlock Holmes timeline. So I've been watching that, and then I watched the second Mia words. Second season of The Sinner, and it's actually as good as the first one. You don't get to follow her anymore. I don't know if you watch it, but it's about a woman that stabs a guy, and what seems to be unprovoked, but you get to know the story. And then second season is about 5 abducted boys, and that's really good too, actually. So I watched the whole season of that. I do not watch a lot of series, just so you know. And that was about the series I watched. I think I watched a bit of The Umbrella Academy. Yeah, not that good, a bit slow. And that was about what I watched. Then I don't have a meanwhile in Sweden this week, I think, because nothing, you know, our news is really not that good. So it's been like some celebrities has had a fight on Instagram and stupid stuff that you don't want to read. Then it's a big thing to, if we're going to let the ISIS members that left to go down, if we should let them come back. And the government took the decision that we're not going to. Maybe the kids, they're going to look that up. We don't have any snow anymore, and the spring is around the door, and oh, I love it. My favorite sign of springs, it's Coltsfoot, Tussilago in Swedish, and they haven't really shown. And snowdrops, snödroppar in Swedish. You're gonna learn a bit of Swedish here. They haven't tried there, but we have sun, about 10 degrees Celsius above. But there's gonna be a storm in the northern part, Mats. They always name them stupidly. Mats is coming. So they have a problem, but not us. So that's about Sweden. Yeah, I gave you a bit of a life update. I had a really shitty week. Not this week, but the last. Really shitty week. And then I got up from that. I've changed my meds. They work a lot better, so I'm not that tired anymore. I've started some program that I'm supposed to attend 3 times a day, and it's about start to move your body. And I do already. I have like 10 to 12,000 steps every day. And the other ones is like, oh, this is so hard, when it's like 3. So that's not really the reason that I should be there. But yeah, I get to meet people, get socialized, so well, and we get a lot of föreläsningar, people that come to speak. Jesus. Oh, I should really look the words up before I start, right? But you get to learn a bit of Swedish, and that's good. So I'm doing that. And that's about it. Nothing big has happened. Oh, my daughter's boyfriend, he started to make his prao when you go practice at some workplace. Jesus, today, this is bad. And it's a cafe, so he comes here with semlor. It's like a sweet bun with almond and whipped cream. And yeah, I don't know if anyone has it, maybe in Norway or Finland, but it's semla, S-E-M-L-A. Look it up, it's really good, the best thing ever. I eat it all the year around, but we have a special semla dag. Yeah, I can eat 2 a day, no problem. Eat it for breakfast, no problem. They are so So I'm a bit spoiled right now. He has 2 weeks left. This week everyone is off. The schools are closed because it's sportlov. You're supposed to go skiing or doing something in the snow, and we don't have any snow, so whatever. And that's this week. The week after that, school starts again, and then and I think that is about it. Oh, I end up in plants, the really last part of the video, so I hope you stayed with me. My plants this week, it's stitch whatever you like, and you get a point for every 200 stitches. So this week I can stitch on whatever I want, and I will. Yeah, there are some projects that I really miss that I want to stitch on. I'm going to continue on the Forget Me Not, because this is one color and I'm just gonna fill it, and maybe do the really dark threads, but I need to do them in the daytime because it's really dark in the evenings. And I'm going to knit on my scarf, and I'm going to work on Raven Queen. I'm not going to work on Father's Love, I think, because when you make a mistake you really don't want to continue. It's in time out. So that's about what I'm going to do, I think. I need to make some more project bags. At some point I'm going to show you my room for my stuff. Big room. Because I have, my drawers is bursting with fabric, yarn, cross-stitch things, making lace, scrapbooking. What more? Things I can do with Alessia, and threads, and I don't know, jam-packed. You need to see that sometime because it's really bonkers. I don't know how it ended up like this. I don't have to buy anything in maybe 2 years except for cross stitch, because maybe some jersey to sew something for my youngest, because that's fun. And that was about it for this time. Right? I'm going to write what I talked about, because I have a feeling that I say the same things every time, and I forgot to mention what fabric everything is on and the count again. Raven Queen is on Stormy Clouds, maybe, and I don't know the brand. I don't know why I didn't take notes of that. I didn't. Maybe I had it on Etsy. No, eBay. And most of my projects are 32 count Lugana, 1/1 full crosses. This is some from my granny. I don't know. It seems to be like 10.5 stitches per centimeter, and that's about 32 count, I guess. No, it's not. It's like 20 maybe. Coffee and Tea Dye by me. So I've used that. And that's about it for this week. Next Monday I'm gonna make a Flosstube again. It's just that I had 9 stitches last week. That's not a lot. Nothing to talk about. But I'm on the road to my stitching bug again. So, thank you, Stitching Mommy and Michelle Bendy. I totally forgot to thank you last time. Amazing to get a shout out from you too. And my name is Ameyo Stitch. Ameyo has been with me since 16 years. It's kind of the letters in my name. So if you see a Mayo somewhere, probably me, because I'm kind of stuck with that name. I put the little tags on my sewed things, made by a Mayo. It's my name. So anyway, I said goodbye like 2 minutes ago, and I'm gonna say goodbye again. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to, even though I'm fairly new. And I see you next time. Bye.